There was something about today that stirred your soul, not in a loud, dramatic way, but deep within, something awakened. You didn't click this Bible devotion by accident. You were drawn here because a part of you is tired of trying to be perfect, tired of performing, tired of pretending you've got it all together. And in this quiet moment, your heart is finally saying it out loud. Lord, I'm done performing. I'm ready to surrender. God isn't asking you to impress Him. He's not looking for flawless routines or spiritual checklists. He's simply asking for your presence. That means showing up, exactly as you are, with all your doubts, all your distractions, all your unmet prayers, all the pieces you don't know how to carry anymore. Maybe life feels uncertain right now. Maybe you've been carrying burdens in silence, hoping no one notices how close you are to breaking. But God sees. He knows. And He's not pushing you to do more. He's inviting you to let go, to stop striving, to stop waiting until you feel ready, to stop bargaining with your peace and simply say, Jesus, you can have all of me. Not later, not when I feel strong, but now. That's where true commitment begins. Not in the easy moments, but in the hard ones. Not when everything feels clear, but when everything feels clouded. So take this first step today, not to fix everything, but to surrender everything. You don't need the answers. You just need the courage to say, I'm all in, Lord. There's a shift that happens when you stop fighting and start trusting. Not everything outside you changes, but something inside you softens. The pressure to be strong all the time, it begins to lift. The voice that told you had to have it all figured out, it grows quiet, because the moment you surrender is the moment God steps in. You may have walked through seasons where showing up felt like a battle. You may have prayed with trembling lips, unsure if heaven even heard. And yet, somehow, you're still here, still choosing to believe, still whispering, Jesus, I trust you, even when it's hard. And that trust, it doesn't go unnoticed. There's something sacred about faith in the middle of the unknown. Something powerful about saying, I don't need to see the outcome to choose obedience. That's where peace begins to take root. Not after the storm, but in the middle of it. And maybe today isn't the day all your questions are answered. Maybe it's not the day the breakthrough arrives, but it can still be the day your heart rests. Because peace isn't found in perfect circumstances. Peace is found in the presence of God, in the stillness, in the surrender. In that quiet voice that reminds you, you're not alone in this. Let yourself exhale for a moment. Let your shoulders drop. Let your heart lean back into the arms that have never let go of you. You don't have to perform. You don't have to prove. You only have to be present. God delights in your closeness, not your checklist. He meets you in the ordinary, in this very moment, and says, I've got you. I've always had you. So, as you listen to the rest of this Bible devotion, don't rush. Don't strive. Just stay. Let the weight fall. Let His words hold you. Let your spirit remember, you belong to a God who's not waiting for your perfection, but welcomes your surrender. God doesn't ask for a portion of your heart. He desires it fully. In 1 Kings 8:61, we hear this call so clearly. May your hearts be fully committed to the Lord our God, to live by His decrees and obey His commands as at this time. Not halfway, not when life is convenient, but with everything. Your emotions, your priorities, your steps. That kind of surrender is more than a Sunday habit. It's a daily choice. To say, God, not just my prayers, but my path. Not just my worship, but my will. That choice, though difficult, leads to peace. Because you're not just giving God your devotion, you're entrusting Him with your direction. And Psalm 37:5 reminds us of the promise that follows. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in Him, and He will bring it to pass. That verse carries a rhythm your soul needs to hear today. Commit, trust, rest. God never meant for you to carry it all on your shoulders. Not your future, not your finances, not your family. He simply asks, will you let me lead? Because when you hand it over to Him, He carries what would have crushed you. He makes a way where there wasn't one, and He works in ways you could never orchestrate. You don't need to be strong enough to make it happen. You just need to be surrendered enough to let Him move. That's why Proverbs 16:3 is more than a verse. It's an anchor for days like today. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. He doesn't just hear your prayers. He establishes your purpose. Not always in the timing you expect, but always in the way that shapes your heart to trust deeper. So whatever you're facing today, whatever's unclear, overwhelming, or undone, you can still say, Jesus, I give you my steps, my decisions, my direction. Because when God builds it, no fear can shake it. When God leads, no delay can stop it. Let that truth settle in your spirit. You don't have to figure it out. You just have to give it back. Dear Jesus, this morning I come before you with open hands and a heart that is done pretending to be strong on its own. I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to perform. I'm here to surrender. Lord, you know the things I've been trying to carry, the plans I've written out in my head, the fears that whisper in the quiet, the pressure to keep everything together for everyone else, while I quietly fall apart on the inside. But I'm tired of holding it all, so I give it back to you. I surrender my timing. I surrender my need to control. I surrender the illusion that I can figure this out on my own. Jesus, take my day. Take my doubts. Take my future, even the parts I'm still afraid to speak aloud. I place my family in your hands, my relationships, my job, my finances, my healing. I place it all into your care, not because I have no choice, but because I trust that your hands are stronger than mine. You are the God who sees what I can't, the God who works even when I feel nothing, the God who answers in ways I don't expect, but always for my good. So today, I don't ask for a perfect outcome. I ask for a trustworthy heart. Teach me to wait on you, to rest when I don't understand, to follow when I can't see the whole road, to obey even when it's uncomfortable, when I'm tempted to take matters into my own hands. Remind me that surrender is not weakness. It's worship. It's faith in action. God, I submit not just my decisions, but my desires. Not just my actions, but my motives. Refine me. Realign me. Help me recognize the distractions that pull me away from you. Help me walk away from anything that competes with your voice in my life. Strengthen my yes. Make it louder than fear, stronger than delay, deeper than doubt. Let my life reflect you in how I speak, how I treat others, how I respond when things don't go my way. When the road feels lonely, walk with me. When my heart feels overwhelmed, still it. When I want to quit, carry me. Because I don't want to live halfway anymore. I don't want to follow you with conditions. I want to live fully surrendered, fully yours. So I say it boldly now. Jesus, you can have it all. My time, my mind, my energy, my future, my past, my heart. I trust you. I'm all in. Amen. Repeat these words with me. Let them become the rhythm of your heart this morning. Today, I choose surrender over control. I don't have to figure everything out. God already knows the way. I commit my thoughts, my plans, my life to you, Lord. You see what I can't. You lead when I feel lost. I will not be shaken by fear or delay. My steps are established by the one who never fails. Even when it's hard, I won't back down. Even when I feel weak, I won't give up. Because you are my strength when mine runs out. I don't chase perfection. I stay in your presence. I don't perform for love. I rest in it. I believe you are guiding every detail of my day. Your timing is perfect. Your grace is enough. Say it out loud with me. Jesus, I trust you. I surrender it all. I'm all in, now and always. If your heart whispered yes today, you're not the only one. There are thousands of us across time zones and backgrounds who are choosing, right now, to surrender everything to Jesus. Not just in words, but in action. Not just once, but daily. That's the beauty of this space. You're never walking alone. This Bible devotion isn't just a message. It's a meeting place for hearts that are learning to trust again. So if today's prayer spoke to you, if something inside you awakened, type, "I'm all in the comments. Let it be your declaration. Let it be your start. And if you need prayer, whether for your family, your decisions, your future, you're welcome to leave a note below. There's a quiet army of believers here, ready to lift your name in faith. Jesus sees you, He hears you, and He honors every small step of surrender. As you step into your day, may you carry this truth. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. He'll take care of the rest. We'll meet you again, right here. Same stillness, same healing, same Jesus. Until then, walk in peace. Walk in trust. Walk all in. Amen.